Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla'S. Ooh, why are my glasses so foggy? Ooh, okay, give me a second, guys. Okay, so this is a reading for Aries, Taurus Cusp for the week of July 13th through the 19th. I kept hearing this word, the merge. So something is, I'm like super sweaty right now. Don't mind me. So what happens when you get like in the zone and you just start dancing, right? Okay. So with this energy of the merge, it's kind of tricky, right? There's two things that are coming together finally to make sense. So again, guys, these are general readings. I am trying to keep the love portion out of the general readings. This is more for your own self-growth evolution, right? Yeah, my glasses are still foggy. Just give it a minute, it'll clear up. With this merge energy, I feel that this is something that is happening internally for you, Aries, Taurus, where, you know, and this can be happening emotionally, this can be happening mentally or spiritually. It really doesn't matter. But there is the coming of two things that are finally clicking, that are finally making sense, that is finally allowing you guys to feel free. Not necessarily to be free, because you are free. We choose to imprison ourselves by our thoughts and our belief systems, right? So it's not about obtaining freedom. It's more about embracing that freedom that is yours, right? So this week there is a sense of things just clicking, right? Maybe looking at past situations, right? Whether it was in relationships or work or whatever it is for you specifically, and kind of just getting it, right? Getting why certain things didn't work out, and these glasses are just not working with me right now. Getting why certain things didn't work out, getting why certain things had to walk out of your life, why certain things had to end in order to make room for the new. So the more that you open up to receive the information, to receive the clarity, the faster and the clearer things become. So, all right, let me see if I can get a little bit more clarity myself, right? And this eye is still like super cloudy. And you know, you guys may have been in a place where things may have seemed kind of like out of sorts, not really being able to understand, not really being able to see the bigger picture in something, not really really focus on the why. Well, why is this happening? Why did this have to happen that way, etc. Well, one of the things that is definitely coming up is you've asked for it, right? You've asked for growth, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, physically, whether it's spiritually. You've been asking for expansion, but you were not very detailed on how you wanted that expansion to occur. So the universe heard your intention and just made things happen. It is what it is, right? Sometimes we ask for things, but we're not specific enough, right? And it's not about worrying about the details, like, you know, exactly how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, but kind of like just being a little bit more specific. like, okay, let's put it this way for an example. The other day, a couple of weeks ago, I had an appointment, right? I had to take my son to the dentist. I really didn't want to go. I didn't want to drive. I didn't want anything. And I was like, ugh. And I just thought, I was like, I really don't want to go to this appointment. I don't want to drive over there. And sure enough, halfway through, my car starts to overheat. I pulled over, car cools down, drive back home. Didn't make it to the appointment. And I'm like, shoot, I should have been a little bit more specific, right? I don't want to go to this appointment. Can you just throw me into a nap, right? Instead of having car issues. But either way, the universe delivered. So there is this sense this week, and no, we were fine. Nobody was hurt or anything like that. It wasn't like, oh my God, it started, the light started to blink. The car didn't heat up. Like, there was no smoke. There was no nothing. This was just like spirit, like, well, you didn't want to go, so here you go. So it's more of like being more specific with your intentions is really the main thing that is coming out here. Sometimes you ask for something, and when you're not specific, the universe is going to make things work in your favor. And in that process in itself, things might not work out, things may fall apart, or you may have tower moments to clear the way to bring in what it is that you're asking for. So again, there is this sense that whatever it is that you're asking for, whatever it is that you're setting as your intention, is being heard and is being manifested. So be very intentional and be very as detailed as you possibly can, without obsessing over it, right? So like if you set an intention, you set it and you let it go, right? You're not constantly thinking about it, you're not obsessing over it, and you're doing your part, right? Because with every intention, we have our actions that we have to take, right? Because otherwise, an intention without action is just wishful thinking. So that way, when you set your intention, you start working on your end, and the universe will meet you halfway. So that's where I feel that the merge is coming in for you guys this week, where you're finally understanding that, or coming to realize how it is that it works, right? It's not just about you sitting down wishing and thinking for things to happen, but actually taking that step, showing or letting the universe know, like, hey, I set that intention, now here's my first step. Now here is my end, and I know that you will meet me where it is that you have to meet me. So that's kind of like the energy that you guys are going through this week. When it comes to work, some of you may be asked to work with someone else, collaborate with someone else. So there is this sense almost of like teamwork. There's something that you have to work on that may require you this week to work with someone else. And this may be somebody that you're not very comfortable with, or somebody that you really don't socialize with as much, but it is helping you get out of your comfort zone and not be in a space where you're judging someone without really knowing them. Because whoever it is that you're paired up with to work with this week or collaborate with may have a different point of view in a specific area on whatever it is you guys are working on. But when the two of you merge together, when the two of you work together, you create something beautiful. Now, that can also be taken into account when it comes to relationship, right? Meeting somebody that is really not, quote unquote, your type, but it's like when you give them a chance, it's like the two of you are like a perfect match type of energy. So allow yourself this week for expansion and growth through collaboration, through teamwork. So now let's go ahead and let's pull out 3 oracle cards. Now these cards can be confirmation of the reading, confirmation of something that didn't come out in the reading, or just simple advice. Now I am seeing here, before we go ahead and move forward, this is releasing, again, a lot of old patterns or a lot of things that are no longer needed in your life. We have the snake as your first card, shed old skin, right? So letting go of needing to be in control of everything, letting go of needing to know every single detail or obsessing over things. With the second card, we have the animal guardian. Trust your instincts, right? Whenever you allow yourself to trust that gut feeling, your instinct, your intuition, your higher self, things kind of just flow a lot easier, and it's a lot easier for you to go ahead and go with the flow. With the hunter, track down your fears and desires. Usually our desires, the things that we want to go for, the things that we hope for, we wish for, are usually masked by our fears, right? We fear that if we go towards something, what are people going to think? What are people going to say? Am I going to lose myself? Am I still going to be the same person? Am I going to, get myself stuck? Like, you start thinking about all the possibilities of the things that could go wrong, when instead you should be focusing more on the desire part, right? No, this is going to work in my favor. This is going to, I am coming into alignment with this. This is the way that things are going to manifest. This is what I'm going to manifest. So that's kind of like the energy that you're being asked to kind of embrace this week, Aries, Taurus. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. And if you haven't liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information is down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah. Love you all. Bye-bye.